Adoption officials say COVID-19 has slowed a lot of the paperwork accompanying the process, but has also led to more families wanting to adopt. Newsy's Meg Hilling reports.
In just a few weeks, Daniel and Jessica Unseth will finalize the adoption of their 16-year-old daughter, Aaliyah, and become a family of 4.
That's supposed to take place right before Christmas, so that'll be one heck of a Christmas present.
For this Texas family, their journey to adopting their eldest daughter began in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic.
The first time that we met her, everybody was all masked up and everything, and so it was an interesting first experience. Lots of isolated talks and meetings and whatnot, and the adoption process has been much slower. Because of paperwork.
Mass meetings and delayed paperwork are just 2 of the many hurdles adoption officials say prospective families are having to navigate as a result of COVID-19.
COVID had an immediate impact on adoptions internationally and domestically. But you had travel restrictions and quarantines, and courts were closed, government offices were closed, and so it really stranded a lot of families in the beginning.
Chuck Johnson is the president and the CEO of the National Council for Adoption, a nonprofit that works with adoption agencies and child welfare authorities to place children and teens with prospective families. Johnson says travel restrictions and social distancing measures have forced everyone to get creative to move adoptions forward.
Courts and other places are moving toward a virtual process, which is not a permanent solution, but it's just responding to the immediate need of trying to help these families and these children complete their adoptions.
We actually get to meet our judge and finalize everything over Zoom, so we don't really have to go anywhere or anything.
But while the virus has slowed the finalizing of paperwork and placements, officials say they're seeing a dramatic surge in families wanting to start the adoption process.
We have been told that because it's such a lengthy process, a lot of families did begin at least the paperwork side of beginning an international adoption.
Rebecca Greenspan, the founder of RG Adoption Consulting, says the same can be said for the domestic adoptions of infants.
What we're seeing is that there has been an influx of hopeful adoptive parents starting the process. In March and April, when the pandemic first hit, I was swamped. Like, families were coming out of the woodwork. That's happening because people, for the first time in so long, have time to spend with each other and have some of these hard conversations, right? And have time to move forward on some of their dreams that many have put on hold for so long.
But regardless of where you stand in the adoption process, officials are urging patience for the months ahead as efforts are made to end the virus.
I think we all understand it's frustrating. You want your child, we get that. But be prepared for the challenges that lay ahead. Don't go in expecting that you can kind of push your way through. Let's respect the system. Let's work together.
Meg Hilling, Newsy, Chicago.
And November was Adoption Awareness Month, and during this time, families and organizations shared information about the joys and blessings of adopting a child. 23 ABC's Bane Froney actually introduced us to a local family last month who adopted a special needs child. If you want to see that story, you can, or if you want to just look into adoption more information about adopting through the foster care system, there's all of those links on our website right now at turnto23.com.